if he answers the bell, Hunt, with some effective numbers. 0-2 on the year. So there's some pop at the top. White roams, transfers, and fires. One gone.
Yeah, Fisher's got a ton of pop in that bat, and you see it right there.
He rips a liner into right field. That's down on the warning track. Fisher makes the turn at first base, and Fisher will stop at second with a ringing double into the right field corner. So this is a huge game for them. And then, of course, whatever they can do in the tournament also looms very large as well.
No question. Florida and Ole Miss very much in the same boat there. Both of them have quality RPIs. Both of them have an opportunity to improve upon that over the next week. But they've got to get those wins in conference play because that's going to be held against them.
Look at Eddie Furnace. Played in the mid-90s. 80 home runs, one of the best marks all time, two-time All-American, two-time College World Series champion, College Baseball Hall of Famer. And ball 4, the inning is extended with runners on the corners. Very, very, very slight chance of rain today. Milam was in the right place at the right time. Stephen grabs the waist-high hop and gets to second base for the force out. The pitch over the top and slammed the other way. Right back from whence it came. On into center field. Braswell with a solid single. He earns a walk with some very courageous takes. This is pretty well tagged out towards center field, but Groff has room as he drifts back and makes the play one step in front of the warning track. It's plenty deep enough to allow Braswell to advance 90 feet to third base.
For Ole Miss today if they want to win this game.
There goes the runner from first base and no transfer. Birch.
Scoring position for LSU.
Travinsky trying to break out of a slump. He may have just done it. A line drive, and it's down on the base of the left field wall near the foul pole. 2-run score, and for Travinsky, that's only his third hit in his last 29 at-bats. But it's a big one as he sends LSU in front with a rope into the left field corner, his 10th double of the year, as he drives in a pair, and Travinsky with a big, big hit.
Yeah, it's got to feel really good for Hayden Travinsky.
Milam chops this one to his counterpart at second base. Burford is there. He's first pitch swinging and sends it under the glove of Will Furnace. The youngster on the base paths is on his way to second, and he makes it easily. Ashton Larson, who has shown a lot of nice baseball instincts this year as a rookie.
Weighted runs created is what you're looking for there, Len, if you're going to get into Sabre metrics. There's a great pitch there by Mason Nichols to create 0 runs there for the LSU offense.
Let's see if Furnace can change it. He lobs one out deep to center field. It's going to be caught by Mac Bingham. He got a good jump on it.
It's on this LSU team, but it creates a lot of power.
That slider just barely misses, and that's a terrific take by Travinsky. There had to be carrots in his diet last night after taking that pitch. The 2-2 to Travinsky. He reaches for it. He sends it to third. There's an out at second base, and there's an out at first base. I thought the puffy clouds kind of reminded me of the meringue.
I understand. I'm not a big meringue guy either, but I would like some blueberry pop.
Larson is retreating. Larson retreating. Larson leaps. He cannot get it. The ball is down on his backside. He's able to get it over to center fielder Bingham for the return to the infield. And that'll be a triple. That's high and tight. Smithwick is able to work his way to first base. So LSU 2 up and none down in the winner's bracket of the Baton Rouge Softball Regional. Ulloa is going to come to the plate with it. Almost makes a bad throw. Milazzo is able to hang on for the tag. Birch pops it up right side. It's playable. Jones drifting to his left in foul ground. He's got it.
Claim to that second base spot. He's been very, very good.
He fights this one off, and it is going to find grass down in the left field corner, and Milam goes halfway. Milam is on the move. And it's ball 4 barely.
Such a better record.
And Larson draws a base on balls.
In batter's box, but generally speaking, he gets the job done.
And he does it right there as he lobs a base hit to right field, and the Tigers extend their lead. Alex Milazzo, as he's done so many times, comes through with a clutch base hit, a soft liner to right, as he was able to fight off being down in the count and produced for the Tigers. Milam has scored. Bingham is at third. Larson at second. Milazzo at first. That ball is through into left field. The Tigers get another run and take a 4-0 lead.
Really good swing there from the Tiger shortstop Michael Braswell. That's pretty quality. And speaking of good, Tommy White digs in here and looking to break this thing open.
White is 5 for 14. This ball is traveling. You can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Tommy White goes opposite field and a 4-run swing, and the Tigers blow this thing open. 22 home runs for Tommy White. He has just moved into 10th place all time in the history of college baseball in total home runs.
Tommy got what he was looking for there. First pitch, he sees it, and he hammered it into the seats in right field, and he knew it. He took a second to admire that one, a little bit of a bat flip. That one went 405 feet, came off the bat at 104 miles per hour. I don't know of anybody at LSU that's ever been a better opposite field home run hitter than Tommy White, and that is quintessential Tommy Tanks right there. And LSU has broken this thing open with a 6 spot here in the 4th.
What a way to culminate his home season. An opposite field grand slam home run. Tommy White tanks for the memories.
You mentioned it, 73 home runs, 10th all time.
Welcome back, everyone. One of the great traditions at this ballpark. This is Hewlin Robert. He is 100 years old. He served in the U.S. Army. The soldier salute being done right now to a 100-year-old Hewlin Robert. This is a big moment for everybody in this stadium as each weekend LSU celebrates a member of the armed services who has protected this country, and this is a 100-year-old veteran of the U.S. Army. There's a liner into the left field corner, and that is down on the grass. It will roll into foul territory. And pulling up at second base is Groff with his second extra base hit of the day in the 3rd game of a series. Braswell is charging. Slings it over to first base where Jones is waiting. Let's see who'll take it in the outfield. Larson is calling for it. Here's the throw to the plate. It's on target, but late. And the Rebels are on the board after the sacrifice fly to right field by Burford. You see, he's the career leader right now, the active leader, with 73 home runs.
It's an amazing career in college for Tommy Tanks.
Here's another one. Way back into the left center field bleachers. My goodness. Is there a place in this ball yard that he cannot reach with a baseball? Pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. What a series he's having. His final days at Alex Box Stadium have been more than spectacular. He does it again.
It's been an unbelievable 3 days for Tommy White. He hit his first triple of his college career, a grand slam, and that one down around the knees, and he drops that barrel on it and just crushes a 1-iron out of here into the left field landing. Ole Miss just simply cannot get Tommy White out. It's been 3 days, and they hadn't quite figured that out.
He came in with 21 home runs to start this series. He's got 24 right now. Give Ole Miss something to work with through errors or walks. It certainly makes their task easier. That's beyond third on the backhand side. It twists off into foul ground. Josh Pearson is trying to run it down. Meanwhile, the Rebels will stop at third and second. Fisher has been good in getting runners in from third base this year. Not that time. He was baffled by that off-speed breaking ball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply to Braswell. He's got one play, and that's to first base. Jones with a long stretch. That's Karams off the leg of Justin Lohr and all the way out into left field for a bank shot single and an RBI. You don't see that every day either. Right now, the runner at first is not being held. He's on the move. Swing and a miss. Hurd blows a 96-mile-an-hour fastball by the hitter.
The national final against Florida, he was sensational in that start, but he hasn't found it this year.
There's an out at second and a return out at first. That is as sweet as Mayhaw jelly. White sends it to shallow center field, and it's hanging up in the air long enough for Groff to get to it. So Tommy White, probably his last at bat in an LSU uniform, tanks for the memories. He's waving to the crowd. He acknowledges the adulation. A standing ovation. Tommy White steps into the dugout for the final time here at LSU. Again, tanks for the memories. Wow. There's a smash up the middle. The first hit for Jones over the last couple of games. And that's a sweet swing. He took something off of it. He waited. It got deep into the zone. Hayden is one of 3 LSU players with double-digit home runs. And he may add to the total. This is a liner. Fair ball. It's a fair ball down in the corner. Trubinsky, maybe in his last at bat, rips a double into the left field corner. A hit very similar to the 2-run double he had in the first inning. There's ball 4. That's hit right back to the middle. And the run over to first base for the toss. Ball 4. Well, Cade Anderson hits Andrew Fisher in those 19 innings. This is popped up right side. And it's grabbed by Ben DePote. About to witness the final action in this stadium this year. The pitch, the 2-2 offering. Strike 3. Gavin Guidry throws a wicked breaking ball and sends Ole Miss back home 0-3 this weekend. The Tigers win it 9-3. They sweep for the first time this year in SEC play. They needed 3 wins to continue the conversation for postseason. They achieved 3 wins.
They now go to Hoover with a real chance to play in the postseason. Ole Miss will have to win the SEC tournament in Hoover if they hope to play in the NCAA tournament.